You want to know? How do I get my power? I'll tell you. Wealth, leaderboard, boosters, and tools. I found everything this game has to offer. Unlock your potential. Dive into those videos. The treasure is yours to find. The light ball theory.
The light ball theory changed the world forever. A new age was born. The great light bulb era.
In the previous chapters, we talked about basic techniques. Those techniques was within what we can see, what is directly in front of us on the board. But from this chapter onwards, we step into advanced techniques, which is about looking further, not just seeing what's the current move, but foreseeing what will happen beyond it, and to uncover those hidden light ball formation and light ball combos. We are not just focusing on a single area of the board anymore. We are catching the flow of the board and making use of it. Let's get into our first advanced technique, delta jump. Let's get straight to the point. What exactly is a delta jump? Compared to a direct jump, where either the target object or the target position is fixed, a delta jump means both the target object and the target position are dropping, but by a different distance. By controlling the delta between their drop distance, we get the target object to match with the target position as they drop. We are catching a moving pattern of the board. Now, let's welcome the most versatile power-up in Royal Match once again, the propeller. Due to the propeller's crossfire pattern, it naturally becomes the best tool to create delta drops. We'll begin with the most basic delta drop scenario, a 2-grid delta drop using a propeller. In this example, we trigger a propeller below the target position. With the effect of the propeller's crossfire, the target propeller in the center column drops by 3 grids, while the light ball in the adjacent column drops by 1 grid. As a result, a net 2-grid drop between the propeller and the light ball is created. Here's a simple rule to remember. Propeller above the target position means a 3-grid direct drop. Propeller below the target position means a 2-grid delta drop. Now we understand how to make a propeller delta drop. Let's look at a variant of it. When we trigger a propeller at the edge absorbs 1 grid of damage from the crossfire. As a result, instead of a net 2-grid delta drop, we can create a net 1-grid delta drop by making use of the edge. We can extend this concept further. We don't necessarily need a board edge to absorb the propeller's crossfire. Any solid obstacle boundary that can take at least 1 hit of damage is able to create the same effect, as shown in the following example. And in the most minimum case, we only need one thing. The obstacle directly below the propeller can absorb 1 hit from the crossfire. That alone is enough to produce a net 1-grid delta drop, as shown in the following example. Similarly, when we form a standard propeller using 4 blocks, one column will create a 2-grid void, while the adjacent column creates only a 1-grid void with the newly formed propeller. By making use of these differences in drop distance, we can achieve a net 1-grid delta drop. Lastly, we don't always have to rely on propeller to create a delta drop. Otherwise, we might just call it a propeller drop, right? By now, we have mastered the concept of the delta drop. which means we can purposely create the desired job distance differences to form our own delta jobs. In this example, we first made the light ball drop by 3 grids, use a vertical match. Then we made the propeller drop by 1 grid with another propeller. And there we go, a net 2 grid delta job is successfully created. Even though a propeller still plays a part here, the delta comes from how we control the jobs, not from the propeller itself. Once you understand the idea, you can create all kinds of delta jobs. 3 minus 2, 4 minus 1, 5 minus 3, or whatever you need. They all follow the same logic. This marks the end of this video. If you would like to learn more about light ball theory or want to watch more Royal Match highlights, please check out on my YouTube channel at 99 Light Ball Man. I also stream regularly on my light ball shows from Monday to Thursday, 11 PM Singapore time. Just some clean gameplays, some light ball fireworks, and some peace of mind before bedtime. See you in the next video. The light balls shine, the world 99. Bye bye.